welcome back to my channel. Before I get into today's what I eat in a day video, I just wanted to let you know I am switching it up this month. I felt like my progress on my health and weight loss journey since rebooting in January of 2024 has been very stagnant and repetitive. I've been gaining and losing the same 5 to 10 pounds over and over again month after month. So it's time for a change. The rest of this month, I'm gonna be tracking calories and protein and taking a step back from tracking with WW, the Weight Watchers plan. I've had great success with that plan in the past, but the last few months, it's just not doing it for me. And sometimes we just need to change things up to see some progress. So I'm gonna talk more about my decision to do that in my end of the month recap when I share my weight loss progress with it. So here's a look at day one, tracking calories and protein and making progress towards my health goals. Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be sharing a what I eat in a day, tracking calories and protein for weight loss. I got my older daughter off to school, my little one's running around here crazy. It is time for some coffee. Mixing it up today, I have an iced coffee pod for Nespresso, and it's the tropical coconut flavor. Yeah. Okay, can you push the button, little helper? Push the button. Thank you. Yum.
No. Mommy.
So the iced coffee pods from Nespresso, it still brews hot, like hot coffee, but I think it's extra strong so that way when you add ice into it, it doesn't taste super watered down. I'm actually gonna pop mine into the fridge just for a couple minutes to cool off a little before adding ice and a little bit of my sweet cream creamer to it. It smells so good. It smells so coconutty and tropical. I love coconut flavors. My coffee's chilled, so I'm just adding in 2 tablespoons of my favorite Chobani sweet cream coffee creamer, some ice, and a little stir. Coconut iced coffee. So good. And do you guys see? You guys see my little friend right here? We got her all set up and ready to roll. I bought a Ninja Creami. The girls and I threw together some recipes into the containers. You have to do your ice cream base and freeze it for 24 hours before you spin it or add any mix-ins and actually make the ice cream. So we put the bases together last night and I've had them in the freezer this afternoon though for a snack. I did make a protein ice cream that we're gonna try. So I'll be sharing that with you guys in a little bit. So I'm gonna go have my coffee, Nora's playing in the playroom, and then we gotta get some breakfast going for the morning. Getting our daily walk in. It is so warm out today and humid. It's pretty early and it's already well into the 80s, so it's gonna be a steamy one. We did a little 40-minute walk. I got about 3,000 steps in just on that walk alone. We dropped Millie off at the house down the street for some water, and now we're just at our playground that's in our neighborhood. There she is. Whoa. Hi girls, we're always coming to the playground and all they ever wanna do is play in the grass and dirt. Anybody else? Little Trouble, what are you doing? Sitting, we're at the playground. Come play with me. You sit down. She's starting to get tired. We are back from our walk and our big play at the playground. It's snack time. It started getting dark outside too, so I think it's gonna rain in a little bit. So good thing we made it home. Nora got changed because she was so dirty from playing and having fun outside. What are you having for snack?
Okay.
You having some grapes and what? A bobo? A bobo. I haven't had any fruit yet today, so I'm gonna have half of a yellow dragon fruit, and then these are bobos. They're like little oatmeal bites, and they have like some jam in the middle. We got a huge pack of these at Costco. The girls love them. A little jam filling. Apple pie. Those are really tasty. I got them in mind for the girls because they're a great grab and go snack, like in the summer when we walk over to the playground to bring something with if we're gonna be there longer. Lila took one for her afternoon snack at school today. Great little prepackaged option. I do make something similar at home, like little oatmeal muffins, but you know, we're trying something new. It's good to have a variety of grab and go snacks for my kids as well as homemade stuff just with our busy lifestyle. And then I'm actually newer to dragon fruit. You just, when you cut them in half, you're able just to like scoop out like that white fleshy part. You eat the black seeds. It's an interesting texture the first time you have them, but I've really grown to like them. Sorry if you hear that noise in the background. Our Nido vacuum robot is running. Getting an early start on dinner, I'm making some teriyaki shredded chicken in my crock pot. So I have 2 chicken breasts in the crock pot. I mixed up 1 cup of chicken broth from my chicken flavored Better Than bouillon and water. I pour that over the chicken as the liquid in this dish and add onion powder, garlic powder, some ground ginger, crushed red pepper flake, and then a 1/4 cup of less sodium soy sauce and a 1/4 cup of teriyaki sauce. I put the lid on and cook these on low for the next 6 to 8 hours until they're fork tender. So we'll check back on this in a little bit when it's dinner time. We were also out of iced tea in the house, and I've been liking making either lemonade or iced tea as a great low calorie drink option to alternate with plain water to keep me hydrated throughout the day. So this is just some cold brew iced tea. I did a little twist today by making this a raspberry slightly sweet iced tea. I mixed 4 cups of cold water with 1 packet of the Crystal Light lemonade mix in the raspberry flavor. Mixed that together and then added it to my prepared iced tea. For me, this was the perfect sweetness, having 2 parts of tea to 1 part Crystal Light lemonade. Super tasty and refreshing as the days are getting hotter, just to have some of this ready on hand in the refrigerator. It is time. Nora is down napping. I am having ice cream for lunch. Well, protein ice cream. So this is the creamy base that I made up yesterday. I went ahead and let it sit on the counter for like 20 minutes so I could scrape down the top. I guess what I've read, this is my first time using it, is you just want to make sure the top of it is nice and flat and even. And when my base froze, it kind of ended up with a bump on top, which I heard is common. So I went ahead and scraped down the top so it was nice and flat. In here is 1 cafe latte premier protein shake along with 1/2 cup of the Fairlife higher protein chocolate milk. We're gonna see how this goes in the creamy on the light ice cream setting. I'm gonna spin it probably twice. If it looks too powdery after the first time, which can happen, I'll add a splash more of the Fairlife milk. So let's see if it works. Here she is, our Ninja Creamy. I'm gonna turn her on. So this pops right on in here. And we have our lid. So I went over all the directions and figured it out kind of yesterday, but this is our first time. Ooh, and it lights up doing this. So this is all locked in. I'm gonna hit full because my mixture goes all the way up to the fill line. And then I'm gonna switch this to light ice cream and go. Okay. Let's see how it turned out. Ooh, oh, that's not bad. Okay, it's not as powdery. Like, look how creamy the sides are already getting. Ooh, it's like a frosty. So this is the chocolate Fairlife I was talking about that I used. It's like a 2% reduced fat. It has 50% more protein than regular milk and less sugar. I know a lot of people who have done a swap to use this as milk in their coffee. We're literally gonna put like a splash. That was probably like a tablespoon. This looks pretty creamy already, so. All right, and then we're gonna go in for our spin number 2. Second spin. Look at that frosty creamy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 100%. I could not have gotten this texture, look at this, from just blending ice with a protein shake. This is a protein shake, guys. This is a protein shake. Oh, I can smell the coffee. I forgot to mention that too. I splashed in a little bit of leftover black coffee that I had yesterday. Josh and I brewed just a regular pot of coffee yesterday morning. So yesterday evening when I was putting this together with the protein shake and the chocolate milk, I threw in a splash, like maybe a quarter of a cup, because that's all we had left in our pot, of black coffee that was left over from that morning, just for like a little extra liquid to get to that fill line. So, first taste. It's like a little bit icy, which I heard happens with like the protein shakes and the light ice cream because there's not as much fat content as regular ice cream. But hey, that's a good way to eat a protein shake. All right, so it's like an hour later. I've just been sitting editing some footage for my Costco grocery haul, which just went up. So you guys will probably have already seen that one. If not, you can check it out. A huge summer grocery haul. It's when I got the Creami, but I like can't even finish this. I've gotten halfway through. I will say, like, when it melted, it's still really creamy. It got kind of frothy actually at the end, and you could probably stick a straw in and drink it. It didn't like separate into like ice chunks and liquid, which is what happens when you try, I feel like, and blend ice with other beverages to make like a frosted coffee. It's really good. I'm just full. That afternoon when my daughter got home from school, we had some quick snack plates, including turkey jerky sticks. These are the Chomps ones, some string cheese, grapes, and crackers. A few hours later, it was time to get dinner ready. My chicken was perfectly cooked through and tender in the crock pot and shredded so easily with a fork. For the teriyaki bowls, I just made up some white jasmine rice. And then for the veggies, I just used a frozen package of stir-fry vegetable mix from H-E-B. This one included mushrooms, snap peas, carrots, and onions. I layered my rice, veggies, and shredded chicken in a bowl. This had so much flavor, was nice and hearty, filled me up, and the leftovers for lunch tomorrow will be absolutely delicious. Hey guys, okay, so it's sometime later. I've showered, we've gotten the kids down for the night. We're relaxing now. I was checking over all of like my calories and protein as I was entering the last of my dinner into the MyFitnessPal app, which is what I'm using to track calories and protein this month. And I am feeling a little bit hungry. We ate dinner pretty early tonight, but I also noticed I'm a few hundred calories short, and I'm also 44 grams of protein short from my new protein goal, which is like 150 grams of protein a day. That's a lot more than I've been eating. So definitely getting used to trying to eat a little bit more. I definitely have noticed I'm eating more today than I had been previously when I was following the WW plan. I'm feeling satisfied, but like I could eat something else tonight. So I'm trying to meet those goals. So I'm trying out something that I haven't done yet, and that's to do a cottage cheese bowl. This is gonna add a lot of protein to my day, and it's pretty quick and easy. And if I like this one, I'll end up doing some prepped in the fridge because they'll make a great like evening meal or extra snack to help get a lot of protein in one dish. And it starts with 1 cup of low-fat cottage cheese in a microwavable dish. Then I layered on some leftover pasta sauce that had ground beef in it. I sauteed together spinach, red onion, and mushrooms for a veggie layer. I microwaved it all together, and I added a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese on top. This is like literally everything we normally put in a lasagna. So lasagna cottage cheese bowl, high protein. Something felt very wrong about putting cottage cheese in the microwave, but this looks delicious and very filling. The only thing it's missing from lasagna recipe is noodles. We even put cottage cheese in our like cheese filling mixture when we make our family's version of lasagna. It adds tons of moisture. I might need to microwave this one more minute just because they still have like the little pearls of cottage cheese. You want it to be nice and kind of stringy and melty. So I'm just nuking this in the microwave. You can put it in the oven probably for a better melty effect. Melting it just a little bit more definitely helped. I'm getting that like stringy, saucy, meaty texture of lasagna, but this is low calorie, high protein, fits great in my day for like a last evening kind of mini meal and to get me to my protein goals. I will definitely be trying more cottage cheese bowls. Really, really good. Anyway, that's my day today. I've met all of my goals. I'm slightly under in calories still, but that's okay. I'm within like a good range to my goal. I met my protein goal, which was the biggest struggle. I feel like I have been eating so much more today than I'm used to eating when I was following WW. I've been really satisfied all throughout the day, probably because of the level of protein and fiber I've had. I haven't been like having those crash sugar cravings on and off like as I hit later afternoon, which is usually big for me. So day one, so far so good. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed today's what I eat in a day following low calorie, high protein for weight loss. Subscribe if you haven't yet so you can follow along on this new part of my journey. And until next time, bye.